Hey guys, so it's Rachel, and I'm a cat again. What else is new? So, everyone was wondering on the Ning today what the theme for this week was, and it is relationships. I know this sounds very vague, because it pretty much is, but I will try my best to explain the original idea I had in mind. One very stereotypical thing about teenagers is the only thing that is ever in their mind is finding someone to date. We as nerdy teenagers know that this is not always necessarily true, and that it can be very hard for us to find Nerdfighter-like and all of that other lovely stuff. But just because it doesn't happen as often to us does not mean that it doesn't happen. And this is the kind of thing you just kind of like to know about people. So the general solid topic of this is romantic relationships, but if that doesn't work for some reason, then you can talk about other relationships, like with your parents or your friends or whatever, although we already had a Friends Day. But don't just get out of it because you've never had a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. As hard as this as it may be for you guys to believe, I don't get out much, as apparent by the fact that I make YouTube videos about all the time, and I use my free time to dress up like a cat. I don't date, like, at all. I've been on one legitimate date in my entire life. I've never had a per se real boyfriend. I can't flirt. This feels like something I should be able to know how to do, but I don't. I think I was absent that day in school because it is just totally beyond me. I just don't get it. I've tried and failed miserably, which is really funny as the cat that I'm dressed up like now because she is the flirt of the entire show. Irony is fun like that. That I am really emotional. You guys might not have really been able to know this, but I'm actually a really emotional person. It does not take more than someone dying in a movie to get just the waterworks going. You should have seen me at the drunk driving assembly they had at my school. It was ridiculous. So, I do not also date because I am absolutely terrified of getting my heart broken. Like, it is beyond anything. You'd think, since I'm such a hopeless romantic, that I'd, like, take a shot at it and say that if I get hurt, oh well, but I am more terrified of getting hurt than the want to actually have someone. Because I'm a coward like that. I'm not going to pretend that I have never, like, just sat there and looked at a dude because he is just so attractive. There's a dude in my study hall class like that. I know. I like him. I'd date him. I really want to date him. But I just know that's not the most important thing in my life right now. Last thing at the end, I really have to apologize for last week's video. You guys have no idea how sick I was. It was like ridiculous. It was the next day, and I had to play a song that was basically just the same 3 notes over and over, and it took me 10 minutes to figure out how to play the first 2 measures. It was stupid. Messages to people, to Rozzy. You cheater. You weren't singing the whole thing. I will have a song and sing for you guys next week, because I don't have time today. But you did a very good job though, Rozzy. I would just recommend learning all of the words. That's a very good thing. From a personal point of view, knowing the words to a song is very helpful. To Sabrina, I am glad you are back. It feels good to have a Monday. It just feels good. Just an overall message to everybody else. Hi. That is everything for Rachel for this week. DFTBA.